I used to think about Alice in Wonderland, how she just fell down that hole and she was falling and falling and she was just not grabbing for anything or anything like that. And at one point in my life, she was like a role model to me because of the fact that she just fell and waited to see where she was going to land, you know.
Welcome to a special edition of Mystics Today. A beloved teacher around the world, Pema Chödrön is the first American woman to become a fully ordained Tibetan Buddhist nun.
It's very important that you feel comfortable to let go into a groundless situation.
Now 87, she's been sharing her teachings for more than 4 decades through lectures, interviews, courses, books, and more. Ani Pema's wisdom has reached millions.
You don't have to get rid of it. You just know it.
She teaches at eye level, not holding herself above us, but instead connecting, understanding, and leading with vulnerability. Ani Pema's insights are timeless.
Right now, in any moment, you can open.
Yet they feel tailored to today, a lifeline to help us navigate the turbulence of this time. It's rare to have an opportunity to sit down and film an interview with Pema Chödrön, and we're so grateful it sounds true to have this chance. In the midst of everything that's changing, we can find that which unconditionally supports us. What's required? Befriending the unknown. Ani Pema, I want to begin by expressing my utter gratitude for this precious opportunity to be with you like this. Thank you so much for making the time.
Oh, well, you're very welcome.
To begin, you teach a lot about groundlessness. And I think that many, if not most, if not all of us are in touch with the groundlessness of this time we're living in, so much ambiguity, uncertainty, unpredictability. And what I'd like to know from you is, how can we find a sense of ground in the groundlessness?
That language is interesting,
Yeah.
you know, because generally I would not use the word trying to find ground. You know?
Yes.
So maybe we could say instead trying to find some kind of equanimity. Would that work?
That will work for sure.
So I would say the way to find some kind of equanimity is to grow your capacity for the queasiness, the fear, the anxiety, the uncomfortableness that comes along with the times we're living in. So that comes along with the feeling of groundlessness, of not having anything to hold on to. So in other words, instead of trying to find something to hold on to, you become more and more comfortable or more and more at home, more and more able to hold freefall. Let's call it that way, you know. Like I used to think about Alice in Wonderland, how she just fell down that hole and she was falling and falling and she was just not grabbing for anything or anything like that. And at one point in my life, she was like a role model to me because of the fact that she just fell and waited to see where she was going to land, you know. So for all of us, I think we shy away from these feelings, and in the process of that, our ability to hold them, our ability to live from that place diminishes. And the way to become more comfortable, more at ease in a shifting, changing world, which has always been the case actually, is to make friends with the feelings that are evoked by nothing to hold on to.
I'm curious to know, in your experience, the more time you've spent coming closer and closer to queasiness, to use that word,
Yeah.
does it change? It's not really queasy anymore. Is it something else?
That's a good question. Well, let's say less and less things evoke queasiness. You know, in other words, your capacity is growing, so what used to be cause fear, what used to cause panic and anxiety doesn't. But on the other hand, that's not to say that it never comes up, because there's always your edge, you know. I think until you die or until full enlightenment, whatever, there's always some kind of edge that you haven't quite reached yet or something. So ideally, you know, in the course of your life, you want to reach all those edges so that the feeling of completely at home in your body, completely home in this world, in all situations, increases. So in this case, you know, I think that I, of course, I have my edges. So when I reach them and the queasy feeling happens, it's almost like a wake-up bell going off or something like that. It's almost like a reminder to open and be receptive instead of reacting. You know, there's this thing about, what is it, not reacting, but responding, yeah.
Right.
So it's really that kind of distinction. So the queasiness comes, or the anxiety comes, or just the tightening comes, and then that's like a reminder. It's almost like wonderful. Oh, great, you know. Ah la la, this is happening. You know, I can work with this. I can train with this. So I wouldn't say the feeling of dread doesn't happen. I'd say that it does happen, but my response to it is not reactivity, but to wake up further. And this is, you know, you don't want to brag in life.
Sure, of course.
Because you never know what's coming next. But I would say, no matter how far you get into it, there's always the opportunity to just pause and reflect and shift from contracted to more expansive. I mean, I tell people, go to your body, full embodiment, and just find the place where the terror is happening. Find the place where the dread is happening. That the kind of place that's triggering all the habitual patterns of running away, of closing down, of saying no, 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 you know, of not dealing. Go to that place, and there's some kind of, I don't know, you do feel something physical, definitely. And people can often point to it, you know. And then the idea is to, I don't know, have a feeling of tenderness, warmth, extended to that very feeling, like making friends with that feeling. Like, I like the word tenderness, I use it a lot, but it's like, okay, it's okay, it's okay.